A drunk driver plowed through a crowd of South by Southwest goers. Two of them have been killed, one man and one woman. Now, authorities have not released the identity of the drunk driver or the victims in this case, but 23 people have been injured and 5 of them are in critical condition. So there could be more fatalities in the future. Now, this is a devastating story. Apparently, cops in Austin noticed the drunk driver pull into a gas station. One of them tried to pull him over, and then he immediately started to speed away. As he was speeding through the streets, he crashed into the crowd of people, including a crowd that was coming out of a club nearby. Then he crashed into a cab, and then finally he crashed one final time before getting out of his car and trying to run away. Cops managed to tase him and detain him, and of course he will be facing charges, including 2 counts of capital murder.
So, you know, we've covered a lot of stories where the cops are not doing the right thing, unfortunately. Now, and some recently from Austin. But in this case, you know, it was a cop that noticed how out of control he was. He almost ran over a cop who was trying to stop him because he was there to guard the pedestrians that were in that area.
Right.
Luckily, he missed them, and that cop's okay. Eventually, the cops tase him, as they most certainly should have. This is an excellent use of a taser, right? And they detained him. Unfortunately, sometimes things like this happen, and there's nothing they could have done to stop him from running over those 2 people and killing them and running over all the rest of the people. And it's just amazing to me how A, stupid, and B, self-indulgent. I don't even think that that's accurately, describes the severity of the event.
How cowardly and stupid. I mean, look, we're about to show you some B-roll. It's a little graphic, so I want to give you guys warning before we play the video, but it shows you what the scene looked like. I mean, you're so afraid about getting arrested because you were drunk driving that you are literally going to plow through a group of people, killing some of them, just to get away. I mean, I am so happy that he's facing capital murder charges. And look, that means that he could possibly get the death penalty, because in Texas, if you kill people while you are committing a felony or a crime, you could get the death sentence. I'm against that. But this is beyond irrational behavior. This is criminal behavior. He should face charges. And I feel terrible for the people that lost their lives because of this moron driving through the streets drunk.
Yeah, he's dumb for driving drunk, but he's also dumb for thinking he's going to get away from the cops. Yeah, you're going to swerve through all these citizens and and not hit any of them and then get away from the cops. You're an idiot, right? And then second of all, that's what I meant by self-indulgent. How little you care about the lives of other human beings. Mm-hmm. That in order for you to not get in a little bit of trouble, which you're actually going to get in far more trouble, of course, but in your stupid mind to think that you're not going to get in a little bit of trouble, you're willing to risk their lives for it.
I know, it's really depressing. And the scariest part about all of this is, you know, I think a lot of people read this story and they thought, damn, that could have been me. Either you were at that music festival or you were considering it. I was thinking about buying a last-minute ticket. I mean, I could have been in that crowd of people, and it makes you realize, like, you never know when something like this is going to happen to you.
Yeah, it's a very scary thought that we've discussed on the show before, which is you never know the day you're going to wake up and a lightning bolt out of the blue is going to call your number. Right?
I know, it's so scary. And by the way, I should also note, the street was full of people just minutes prior. In fact, according to an official, the street was full of concert goers just minutes earlier, but officials had cleared the area because it is a fire lane.
That's another reason I want to give the cops credit. You know, sometimes they move you out of someplace, it's a fire hazard or something. You're like, oh, God damn it, they're so annoying. Well, in this case, the greatest piece of luck those people had was the cops decided that it's a fire lane and we got to move people out of the street. Otherwise, a lot more people could have died. So great job by the authorities there in preventing more deaths.